the intro package on TradeNet, I think, just makes sense. If you really think about it, some paper trading platforms for 2 months are going to cost more than this intro package. And so I think the fact that you get a funded account with most of it, and it comes with a trading course, chat room, demo account for a few weeks, I think it just makes tons of sense. And plus, with the funded account, there's no PDT rules, so you can day trade as much as you want. You can short anything that's actually tradable, and commissions are actually super cheap on there. And so I think it just makes sense for new traders. I think it's one of the ways that new traders can get their feet wet in the market without necessarily risking a ton of money. And that's how you see me take 50, 100 shares, because my commission is like $3 for that trade. And so it just makes a lot of sense for new traders. If you want to check them out, I'll post this link here as well. And they do have a sale, so you can get their base package for $379. I'm not saying I'm even done. I might actually trade some more. It just depends on what Netflix. I've actually had really good results with Netflix today. I'm in Netflix right now with 60 shares. It's down to 91s. I'm up about $20 in this trade so far. Looking for a little bit larger gain from it, though. I want to see it drop down to like the 50s, maybe the 30s or 40s if we can get that drop down there. So I'll keep updating you all. I really don't mind adding to this one too. It's been pretty accurate when it fades, and so I'm just going to look to keep attacking it since it's been working. So we'll see what happens. I'll update you all on that as well. But I think it's going to at least drop down back down to this 322 level. And if it can drop down there, it'll be a really solid gain for me and hopefully build up a little bit more cushion on this account. But yeah, like I said, I think it's at least going to come back down to this 322 level. And that's what I'm kind of banking on with this trade. It's a pretty tight risk. My risk isn't huge here, and so I'm just going to try to let this one work and see if we can get it down to that level so I can have a much larger gain on the day. I also don't mind necessarily adding to this one if it can, if it does continue pulling back to the VWAP, and so we'll see what happens. I'll continue updating you guys on this. So I add a little bit more, and like I said, I'll keep scaling into this one. It's still not even at the VWAP yet, and so I'm trying to size in with a reasonable position here and really take a swing. So we'll see how that goes. My average is now 47 roughly, so still got some room. I'm going to try to get my average up here by adding about another 50 shares to this one to get my average up. So my average is right around 50 now, and again, I think it's at least going to come back to this 22 level right here. If it can come down to that 22 level, it'll be a really solid gain for me. And I'll be able to walk away with a really solid green day, especially if I can scale out a little bit more after that. And so we'll see what happens. Currently in it with 270 shares. All right, I'm in it with 300 shares now. Again, I think it's at least going to pull back to this 22 level. That's what I'm really banking on here. And so we'll see what happens. Still early. And my average is now 60, so it's really good. I like my average here, and especially this rejection. And so I think I hit that ad at just the right spot, and we should be fine in this trade. I know I'm down $150 right now, but again, I'm trying to build up some cushion in this account, and so I'm using larger sizing now that the green streak is over. So I'm trying to build up a little bit more cushion in this account and really take some good swings. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep updating you all on how this goes. Whew, man, sorry I didn't talk as much during that last little part. If you heard what I said earlier, I was a little nervous in this trade because it was bigger sizing than I think I've taken in the last few months. Again, I'm trying to take a little bit larger sizing and really build some cushion on this account. I think that I've actually been profitable more than I've been losing in the last few months, and I have made a decent amount in net profit, but it could have been much larger if I was taking some larger swings. The green streak is over as of last week, and so I did want to take some larger swings. I think that swing was a little bit larger than I really wanted to, but the goal was accomplished, and if you heard me talk about this earlier in the video, you heard me say I thought GameStop or I thought Netflix would at least pivot back to that $322 level. And if you look at this chart, where did the stock go? It went right down to 322 before getting squeezed back up here. You can see that really long down wick. It got squeezed right back up at 322. And this just goes to show how you need to watch the chart, let the chart tell you where you're going to exit the trade, let the chart tell you where you're going to set your reward target, and that's how you do it. Super proud of that trade. At the same time, I think my risk was a little bit too large. I don't think I was ever really down over 200, 250 bucks. And so I made almost 400 for this trade. And so the risk reward was solid. I just think I used a lot larger sizing than I typically do. But again, I had a lot of conviction in this trade. Again, right down to 320, right down to 322 where it's at now. And I think that level just made sense. And so that's what I attacked. It ended up working out. That is my largest gain of the last few months, and I'll definitely take it. Super happy with it. Anyways, guys, I'll try to use some larger sizing next week. That should hopefully build me up a really nice cushion to trade some larger sizing next week as well. And so if you want to follow along with us, hit that subscribe button right now. We day trade live on stream every weekday morning starting at 8 o'clock market time. And so hit that subscribe button, click the bell next to that if you want an alert every time we do go live. We go live every weekday morning and trade and let people watch us trade live, showing our account balance, profit and loss, and all of our trades. If you want to see my actual trade log so you know I'm not faking this gain, here's my trade log, and I'll extend it down so you can see it. A lot of trades today, but that should definitely build me up a decent cushion on the week and for my account next week. If you want to see my tickets, here's all the tickets from today. And yeah, I'll definitely take it. I'll definitely take it. Really nice $364 gain. I'll definitely take it. Good luck in the markets, guys. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you all Monday morning. Thanks for watching, guys.